안녕하세요. 제 맘대로 게임한 아루입니다. 오늘 할 게임 디스아너드 1의 DLC 더널의 칼'입니다. 더널의 칼은 이제 주인공이 코르보가 아니라 이제 다우드라는 여자를 죽인 암살자의 이야기고요. 사실 이 내용을 먼저 하고 디스아너드 2랑 그 방관자의 죽음을 했어야 됐는데 제가 DLC 하는 게 조금 귀찮아서 안 했는데 일단 이것도 한번 해야 또 이야기가 이해가 되는 부분이 있기 때문에 바로 해보도록 하겠습니다.
One more job shouldn't have mattered. I'd killed nobles before.
이 시점이 이제 여자를 죽이러 갈 때 시점입니다.
Whaling ship, and the high-born blood I've spilled. Another noble steps in to replace the last one. Why should an empress be different? But she was. I watched her bodyguard's face as they took him away. Dead eyes. I knew I'd pay for this one. Maybe I deserved to. A storm was coming that would shake apart everything I'd built.
어허, 안돼. 제스민 잘 가요. 처음은 별거 없고 그냥 저까지 가기만 하면 됩니다.
Dowd, my old friend. It's been a long while, but you've got my interest again. How the years pass and the bodies fall. Did you know that there are only 8 like you in the world, bearing my mark? I'm here because you're right. The Empress was different. This time, you can't just fade away into the shadows. There will be consequences. Your story is close to ending, and even you can't escape it. But what ending will you make for yourself? I'm here to give you one last gift, Dowd. It's a mystery.
딜라일라가 여기서
One that
나오네.
starts with a name, Delilah.
For 6 months, the city writhed and changed. For 6 months, I tried to forget what I'd done to the Empress, but there was no forgetting. I needed to find my next move, but all I had was that name, Delilah. Who was she? A threat? Or an ally?
적이죠.
Word came from my second-in-command, Billy Lurk. In a house built on secrets, Lurk was especially good at uncovering them. There was a ship called the Delilah, hunted whales for Bundry Rothwile, a former deckhand who'd made good. Now he owned a slaughterhouse, and he ran his workers like a prison gang. A ship named Delilah. It could be a coincidence, but it's not. In Dunwall, things are always tangled up like a bag of snakes.
Dowd, you're here. I got bored, so I started without you. Turns out we're here on the perfect day. There's a strike at the plant. And it's no wonder. Rothwild runs this place like a prison. The stupid workers can't even get in without a time card. When the strike started, the butchers confiscated all the cards they could find. They've given the City Watch free reign to use force. If you ever wondered why I wanted out of the slums, here's your answer. There'll be other ways in, I'm sure of it. You don't mind if I tag along, right?
그래.
Just to keep an old man safe.
따라오든가 말든가 해.
One last thing. I found something for you.
어허!
I know you collect these.
이거 룬이지 룬.
I'll be on the rooftops till you.
고맙다잉.
Go on. Get off the property or we'll lock you up too.
You have to give me back my time card.
Into everything.
여기도 잘 가요.
Industries deemed vital to state interests has been declared treasonous by the Lord Regent.
어? 이거 안 죽네. 이걸 왜 안 죽냐?
The slaughterhouse
이걸 사네.
workers are locking work without anything you wanted to know.
올라가고 진입.
Rothwild's got a stubborn reputation. I doubt asking nicely is going to
아이고.
work.
이런 거 먹어주고.
Persuasive means of getting what you want out of him.
Nope.
아이씨 올라가라고. 어쩌 아이씨. 원래 스피드런 하시는 분들은 여기서 막 그 전멸 막 쓰면서 가는데 뭐 스피드런 하는 거 아니기 때문에.
The power system in there
You were working for Ramsey.
로스와일드 들고 이런 애들한테 안 걸리게 조심.
Dad, I spotted a makeshift interrogation room in the meat locker.
보문 장치.
It might be useful to you, considering our mission here.
보문을 해보자.
I'll make sure you get to enjoy this.
말해.
What do you want to know that's worth crossing a man like me?
딜라일라.
To know about a ship named Delilah. What's behind the name?
Choke on your own spit.
아, 뒤질래?
Is Delilah.
Think I'll give up a friend at the first tickle? That's the kind of thing.
어허, 이 친구가 입이 좀 거칠구만.
Cat.
암다.
You know your work. I'll give you that.
대화? 이제 와서?
We can talk.
내가 왜?
Like businessmen.
아니, 네가 먼저 나한테 욕했잖아, 임마.
What are you? And it wasn't me. The previous owner named
전주인.
Sweetheart is a painter. Piss off.
아하. 뒤질래?
Who was the previous owner?
다 말해야 될 거 아니야.
Tim's all right.
변호사.
He told me the story. Delilah was a woman he knew. Grew up working in Dunwall Tower and got kicked out. Became a painter. Funny airs, like proud. She caught his eye, but it was worse than that. He couldn't think of anything else, just her. She wormed into his mind somehow. He built that ship for her and a lot more. Gave her half his fortune. Then
법에
he
질렸다.
got scared. Came to me afraid. Man like that, afraid. He wanted to dump the ship and I needed a business partner, so we made a deal. And to change the name. Wish I'd done it.
I hope that was satisfying. Here's the room key.
나이스.
When you're ready to go. Sir, earlier I spotted crates bound for the most remote corner of the Empire. Might be worth stuffing him in one, just to tie things off. He doesn't seem the type to forgive, of course. Why go through all the trouble?
그러니까.
When a blade to the
굳이 왜
neck
상자에 넣어야
is
되지?
the same thing.
내버려둬. 내 할 바 아니야.
It's not even me that made it. I bought the ship with that thing.
햄 주워주고.
I'm gonna mince you a little.
그렇죠. 얘들아 안녕.
Check everywhere.
얘들아 나 여기 있어. 아이염. 오호. 내 할 바 아니고 나간다. 안녕.
Attention. Interests has declared treasonous by the Lord Regent.
여기 보면은 우리 빌리가 잡혔어요. 바보. 던져가면 됩니다. 아까 모셔놨던 이거 먹어주고.
Barrister Timsh lives up in the legal district. I know it pretty well. From what I hear, the Timsh family is practically at war with itself. Talk to his niece Talia if you can. I should
그래.
probably tag along when you go. Crazy rich people are buying up a lot of that Sokolov security technology these days. Keeps the weepers and looters out. I might be useful.
가자.
Let's go.
Let's go.
As a young girl, Delilah was a baker's apprentice in
모제가
Dunwall
뭐야?
Tower.
제장가?
Years later, painter in Sokolov Circle. Barrister Arnold Timsh paid her to paint portraits. Him, I knew.
맞네. 이 내용들 전부 다 디스아너드 2에서 나오는 거잖아.
Born rich. And now he was making a second fortune, seizing the assets of plague victims for the Lord Regent. But Barrister Timsh was also fighting a private war with his own niece, something to do with the family fortune. Lurk was probably right. We needed to speak with the niece first. Her feud with the old barrister was something we could use. I got a message to the barrister's niece, and she claimed to know things about Delilah that no one else did. But the knowledge would have a price. I wasn't surprised. I went to meet her.
It's the way we do things. Stop it.
Attention. Operations at the Roth. Fortunate worker should return to work immediately. Shifts will be unchanged. Order shall prevail.
I told you he was coming.
Get him, boys! Are you asleep?
잡아주고. 괜찮니?
Look at you. The master assassin. So you want to know about Delilah? Well, my uncle is bewitched by her, so we won't tell you anything. I require only 2 things.
뭐?
Get rid of my uncle, and bring me his last will and testament. In exchange, I'll tell you what you want to know about Delilah Copperspoon. And I'll pay you cold hard coin for your trouble. Come back to me when it's done. Let's meet at the docks when you return.
들어가서 뻗고 뺐고 뺐고
Any person with information that leads to her discovery will be granted as
Must have been rats.
갑시다. 열쇠만 챙겨가지고 토끼.
What are you looking at?
티앗 도망쳐. 바이.
Scout up ahead. Try to find out where Timsh is.
There's an equipment stash on the
옥상에
rooftops
장비가 있다.
nearby. We've been anticipating doing a hit on Timsh for some time.
I know. Half the city wants him dead. We'll earn some gold on this one. I'll meet you up ahead.
아이고 올라가자. 여기서 열쇠가 필요해. 한 거는 뭐 다 됐고 가자. 후. 여기서 뜯어내고 열쇠 먹어주고 다음에 눈 먹고 옆에 경비병들 있는지 없는지 확인 좀 해주고 없으니까 들어가주고 여기서 이거 먹어주고 아우 눈 먹고
Here's one last lesson,
뭐야?
for old time's sake. The barrister was a champion at finding his enemies' weak points. But he didn't see Delilah as a threat until it was too late. No one's watching Delilah now except you.
그래?
And me, of course. I see everything. I see forever. And right now, I see a man walking a tightrope over a sea of blood and filth. The Empress is dead, and the water's rising. You left a mess on the killing floor, Dowd. I guess you know by now these things have a way of catching
야, 아직 아무도 안 죽였는데?
But maybe you're past caring. You'd better hurry. You're running out of rope.
그래. 밑에 저쪽에 아저씨 가면 오네요. 안녕. 던집시다잉. 다음에 내려가서 문 열어주고
That's Tivian's.
자루를 넣어. 아.
What is that
여기서
horrible stench?
훔쳐주고
Barely breathe. Oh,
열쇠를 훔쳐준 다음에 이 먼저 찾았고요.
Forfeit if you do not comply immediately.
그리고 팀씨는 굳이 죽일 필요 없이 이 아저씨가 잡아갑니다.
This isn't possible.
Barrister, I am afraid I am going to have to take you into custody.
잘 가요.
And if I or any of my men contract the plague because of this visit, I'll see that your head rolls.
No. This isn't the right document. This.
오케이, 목표 무력화. 아이고. 자, 나가자.
I saw
왜?
Talia. She's waiting where she said she'd be.
달리야. 알바 아니고.
The heir to the throne, Emily, is still missing. Any person.
그렇죠.
The barrister's enemies caught up to him. He's in custody as a plague victim. Here's the will.
의뢰 완료.
Nicely, perhaps better. But you were promised
돈 내놔.
information.
나이스.
My uncle came under Delilah's spell. He was obsessed with her. Everyone knew she'd been a
화배
secret
하녀였다.
before she
맞죠?
stepped under
원래는 사생아죠.
She was a painter, an artist, beneath my family's class for certain. My uncle became infatuated, but he looked older and made us keep candles lit all night. He was afraid of the dark. One night we all went to Waverly Boyle's for a seance. It was an amusement. We didn't know what we were doing. I thought only the dead appeared at seances. But suddenly Delilah was in the room with us. My uncle nearly died of terror. She was there, but not there.
한 것도 좋은 것도 아닌 거.
We saw her
맞죠?
as if she was very far away, standing in the old Brigmore Manor, painting at an easel, painting a name. It
엥?
was your name, Dad.
다우드의 이름 쓰고 있었더라. 갑시다. 다음 맵으로.
Timsh is ruined. He'll rot in Coldridge Prison if they don't send him to the flooded district. It's poetic, I suppose. Maybe I was wrong about you, Dad.
그럼 나 착한 사람이야. 가자.
Let's go home. Jessamine Caldwell's hands were all that was
놀랍게도
holding
벌써
the
마지막
city
탄입니다,
together.
이거.
With her dead, the city was a fast disintegrating web of guardsmen, overseers, nobles, weepers. Maybe this was the world the outsider was trying to show me all along. For years, I'd held together a shadowy band of ex-mercenaries, street kids, and refugees through discipline and a bit of black magic, on the fringes of a city that ate up innocence and weakness. Maybe today was the end of that small world. I thought of Jessamine Caldwell's hands shuddering as she lost her grip on life. Whatever doom was coming, I deserved it. My people didn't.
Dad, we've been attacked.
적들이 습격했다.
Overseers are tearing the place apart, looking for you. They're holding our remaining men, and their leader is in your chambers as we speak. If we take him out and free our men, we can still drive the overseers back.
알았어.
I want to know how the bastards found us in the first place.
그러게. 올라가 보자고. 이게 풀렸지. 다시 걸고 임마 때리고 아유 때리고 조지고 먹어주고 안 드세요. 가보자고. 일단 2층은 클리어가 된 거지 그럼.
This one's done. There isn't any fight here.
맞아요. 하이. 하이. 잘 가.
My hands.
We'll be catching this rat bastard. Wait, who is that?
안 드시고요. 안 드세요. 풀어주시고. 다음에 이쪽 가서.
This is a waste. These ones never talk.
Nope.
아, 이거 안 맞아? 미친 새끼야. 이걸 왜 안 맞아? 미쳤냐? 풀어주고요.
Got you now. To the vault.
아!
Whiskey for a week.
됐다 일단.
We both know you're weak at heart.
아니 나 갑자기 이걸 왜 들고 있지?
Shows a coordinated sweep of the flooded district. The overseers
신났죠?
here. Someone must have tipped them.
Keep the word, sir. What's our next move?
제거할까? 호박할까? 호박하지 뭐.
Capture as many as you
다 잡아.
can. Their plans are ruined. Give me a report.
We'll take the overseer who led the attack and find out what else he knows, as soon as he's conscious. It seems the overseers are marching into the flooded district, planning a massive assault against us. This overseer Hume went against orders and attacked early.
아, 지 맘대로 행동하면 안 돼
The
이래서.
ones you freed were able to rout the remaining zealots. This place belongs to us again.
How did the cursed overseers find us?
그러니까.
It's my fault.
뭐 임마?
I told Delilah where we were hidden. She wanted me to turn on you,
이렇게 배신했었구나.
but I can't go through with it.
Stupid child. All you had to do was cut his throat.
He deserves better. I was an idiot to listen to you.
So that's your choice then. Dowd. Her betrayal would have been the sweetest. But either way, the Brigmore witches will be your
브리거모어의
end.
마녀들은
You should have
다음
forgotten
DLC입니다.
my name the day you heard it.
I think it was always understood between us that I'd see my moment and take your place. I moved too early. You weren't weak, like I thought. I'm only sorry I didn't pick a better ally. Delilah made contact with the overseers. I thought, between the three of us, we'd have you dead to rights.
We can blame the zealots for that. Overseer Hume was too quick to move.
어쩌라고.
My life is yours now. Kill me or let me live, if it even matters to you.
And pathetic. If I see either of you again, I'll tear out your stone-cold hearts and walk in your skin.
살려준다.
I forgive you. Get out of here. Leave the city. Leave my sight, Billy. I give you your life.
When Billy Lurk was 8, she wanted to be the captain of a ship.
선장이 됐죠
From the
그래서.
moment she met you, all she wanted was to be a killer. She watched you, learned from you, and then she saw you losing your grip and decided to take your place.
야 이게
And
키워줬더니만.
now, she's limping to the outskirts of the city. She'll pay a smuggler to get past quarantine. She'll watch herself for signs of plague for a while. Gradually, the fear and grief that seep into your bones in Dunwall will dissipate, and she'll find a new name and a new use for her skills. Even if Dunwall burns to the ground, one corner of the Empire will still know your story. Dowd, killer of an empress, who spared his betrayer's life.
자, 이렇게 더너레 칼은 끝났고 다음 DLC 브리거모어의 마녀들로 찾아오겠습니다.